a lot of people, including myself, feel this kind of came out of left field. Is there anything that really sparked the urgency? This just, correct me if I'm wrong, this just kind of popped up in September this year. And it was an attempt was to push through pretty quick. Is there something drastic that happened on the government level that they tried to do this? Or is this just during the times we're trying to protect tenants? Kind of give us an idea or any background you might know.
That's a great question. And honestly, this bill was introduced in July. So it was July 30th. And I don't think it really made its way around in August. September is whenever just some things started to pick up a little bit. But it did kind of come out of nowhere. And I had actually been talking with a couple of the bill sponsors and their staff, and I've been introducing myself. And I said, I want to be proactive. And this was not something that they mentioned to me. So I think the desire to protect tenants, just not only with COVID, but even pre-COVID, is something that I think our political leaders like to sort of, they wear it as like a badge. It's like, we want to protect tenants. And don't get me wrong, in some cases, tenants do need protection. But I think sometimes it's really difficult to understand potentially the unintended consequences of such comprehensive legislation. Not only are we in a place where there's an eviction moratorium where, it could be argued that is one of the greatest tenant protections in existence. So that's going to expire at the end of December. And we're seeing a lot of national news about, there could be millions of people that could be evicted. So I think that is certainly a part of the conversation, but this county RTLO would not apply until June of 2021, with the exception of an anti-lockout provision. Now, I think anyone who's in residential real estate, or at least in residential rentals, knows that lockouts are already illegal from state statute. So I don't think any landlord wants to do a lockout. So in terms of passing additional laws at the county level when it comes to an anti-lockout provision is just fine. And in fact, that would be effective immediately upon passage.